Welcome to this short tutorial showing how we can import a DXF or a DWG into Magnet Field software. In this example we're using Magnet Field version 2.71. So I'm creating a new job in Magnet Field. I don't want to import the code library. I'm setting up the configurations for the instruments I'm using. And then I'm going to determine what coordinate system I'm using. Well, I'm using a local grid, so I don't need the UK OSTN02 grid. And then we can green tick and create the job. And now we're going to import the DXF DWG, so I'm going to use the command exchange and from file. There's a variety of options here in the data types. You can import just the points or lines from DXF or DWG, but I prefer the multiple option at the bottom. Again, format wise you can choose DXF or DWG. Importantly, on this screen you've got the option to go into settings, and one of the most important settings here is the load as background option. If you tick this box and load as a background image, then the image of the DXF only will appear on the screen. In other words, it won't load all the line or point information, and to set out you actually tap the map screen, which then makes that entity live for setting out, so it makes it more efficient from a memory point of view. So I'm going to try and show you the differences between the two options. So first of all, without background image ticked. So we're going to the next screen, which allows us to browse to a DWG. Just reaffirmation there of the coordinate system. There are 3,000 lines in this job, and then it's asking us to give the lines a name or number. We can just assume it's 1, and all the data will then be imported. So to stake this out, we'll go to the map view, and you'll see that all this information is imported as a DXF DWG. What we can do is to stake out, we can use certain tools from the map view. This includes the option here to create points. So if I create points on a line, it's line width that you can see on the screen at the moment. For example, a midpoint on a line, I can then snap to a line, and the software will create a point for me to stake out. So I can stake out point number 1000. So that's how we can create points from the CAD model. So now what I'm going to do is create a new job and show you the difference between loading all the lines as we have done here and loading them as a background image. So back to the home screen, create a new job, call it background image. We should be able to just accept this job, and to create it, it will remember the settings from the previous job. And then exchange, from file, settings, we're going to tick load as background, and then browse to the same job. Again, reaffirmation of the coordinate system in use. Same number of lines, which imports a lot quicker if you notice, and because it's a background image, in other words, it's not taking up so much memory. Close that screen, go back to the map screen, and you'll notice it looks a lot lighter, the information. If we then zoom into what seems to be a grid of steelwork, you can see that the line work is still there, but you have to actually tap on the line or select the line and then hold on that line to allow it to be staked out, so we can stake out the line work in that way. So the element is made live as you tap on the screen, so a lot more efficient use of the memory. In addition, we can still use these same snap tools if you like, and creation tools. So again, if I wanted a midpoint or an end point to a line, I could snap this icon or click this icon and snap on the line, and it would create a point on the corner or the node of those two lines, and then I could stake that out. And that concludes the short tutorial on importing DXF DWG into Magnet Field.